Welcome back to Movie Mojo. Today we are going to review the action-adventure science fiction film, The Fifth Wave. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We upload multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. With a rifle in her hands, Cassie Sullivan, Chloe Grace Moretz, is seen traveling through the woods in the opening scene. When she comes into a closed shop, she steals what little supplies she can. A voice is heard pleading for assistance. A man is discovered by Cassie in the back. Their weapons are pointed in the opposite directions. Cassie refuses to lower her gun as the man lowers his because he is holding something in his hand. When Cassie commands him to reveal what is in his palm, a light bursts from it, startling her and causing her to shoot the man. She is appalled by what she has done when she notices that he was carrying a crucifix. A few months prior, Cassie was a typical 15-year-old high school student. In a Cleveland, Ohio suburb, she shared a home with her parents Oliver, Ron Livingston, and Lisa, Maggie Siff, as well as her younger brothers Sam, Zachary Arthur. Her closest friend Lizbeth, Gabriella Lopez, a football player named Ben Parrish, Nick Robinson, was her crush. But soon, everything changed as a weird extraterrestrial spaceship landed and hovered motionless over everyone for several days. These aliens will eventually become known as the Others by the humans. The first wave is released by the Others and is an electromagnetic pulse that completely shuts down all of the power on Earth. Numerous deaths are caused by planes that crash from the sky. Sam and Cassie must fetch water from a nearby lake because there isn't any fresh water nearby. Even more people perish as a result of the second wave's deadly tsunamis and strong earthquakes that hit coastal communities. The avian virus, which infects humans like Lizbeth and even Lisa, is altered by the Others in the third wave. In their front yard, Cassie, Sam, and Oliver bury Lisa and say their final farewells. The three travel to a camp for survivors. After staying in the camp for a few days, a big cloud of dust gathers, and military personnel in vans, led by Colonel Vosch, Liev Schreiber, emerge from it. He claims to be there to assist them. They gather all the kids and transport them in a bus to a secure area. Oliver grudgingly permits Sam and Cassie to go. Cassie jumps off the bus to fetch Sam's teddy bear after he forgets it. Cassie cannot make it back before the buses depart. The grown-ups are informed by Vosch that the fourth wave has started. The Others have started using people as physical hosts, which has caused grown-ups to get angry and terrified and ask how they might identify an other. Almost all of the adults are slain in a shooting that breaks out, including Oliver. After mourning her father, Cassie continues to progress independently. At Camp Haven, a military training center, the children arrive. Those who are hired include Sam and Ben. Ben is called Zombie and Sam is called Nugget. They both got new names. Ben encounters Maria Bellows' Sergeant Resnick. She gives him a tracker injection in the back of his neck and places him in front of a two-way mirror with a boy strapped to a chair. The boy is indeed an other, claims Resnick. She uses a lens to reveal the boy's green skull to Ben, who is then given the option to press a button and end the boy's life. Resnick notices that Ben is wearing the necklace that belonged to his deceased sister and uses this information to convince Ben to click the button, which he does. Before he passed away, Cassie's father handed her a gun. As soon as she enters the deserted convenience store in the opening scene, she feels compelled to shoot and kill the injured man. Cassie then proceeds to go through an abandoned freeway that is covered in numerous abandoned cars and numerous dead bodies. Cassie receives gunfire that strikes her in the leg. As further gunfire is heard, Cassie hides under one of the cars to avoid fainting from blood loss. Ben and the other children begin their training in the meantime. He makes friends with another youngster named Dumbo, Tony Revolori, and together with her, they meet Ringer, Micah Monroe, a feisty girl who doesn't take no for an answer. She is a skilled shooter, and when Ben kills her during practice, she teaches the kids how to shoot. When Cassie awakens, she discovers that Evan Walker, Alex Rowe, is taking care of her. Her gunshot wound is attended to by him. Evan cautions Cassie that it would be risky for her to walk out there alone without protection. Cassie wants to leave and locate Sam. Evan stole Cassie's gun, and she later finds it hidden. Although she flees, she activates one of his traps in the forest. As another person carrying a rifle is approaching through the woods, Evan rushes back to her and defends her. Ben is brought into the command post at Camp Haven by Colonel Vosch, who informs him that the fifth wave has already begun. He offers him a headgear that will enable him to effortlessly kill another by detecting them. Evan demonstrates to Cassie how to steal someone else's gun and render them helpless as he teaches her self-defense techniques. She presents him with images of the people she knew and cherished before the invasion. Cassie and Evan fall in love with one another quite quickly. The children are taken to a site where other people have been found. They see several individuals who had green skulls and open fire on them. But as they look through their lens towards Ringer, they notice a green skull. Ben stops them before anyone can shoot her. He also has a green skull visible. He soon understands that Vosh and Resnick had deceived them and that they were actually the others. The youngsters themselves make up the fifth wave. They are being utilized as puppets to gradually exterminate the remainder of the human race since they are so readily controlled. After seeing Evan kill someone in the woods, Cassie discovers that Evan is not quite human. He asserts that something within of him switched on when the alien ship landed. He claims that when she was shot from behind by another person, he intervened to save her. Evan asserts that falling in love with Cassie has improved his humanity. He chases her, but the military comes to her rescue. Cassie is brought to Camp Haven and put through the same process as the other children, but this time she can see right away that Resnick is acting suspiciously. Resnick is knocked out by Cassie during their fight. Vosh responds to Ben's question regarding the truth by confirming that he and the other members of the military are others who require the Earth for themselves. After then, the base is breached. Sam and Cassie are reconciled after Cassie runs into Ben. Upon arriving, Evan gives Cassie one final kiss before leaving to detonate the facility. As the building is destroyed, the heroes flee outside. Cassie, who is grieving over Evan's sacrifice, watches as the building is demolished after Ringer rescues them in a vehicle and drives them away. However, a horde of helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft help Colonel Vosh and the rest of the infected soldiers and cadets flee. Later, some of the other kids, including Dumbo, join the kids as they establish their own camp. They haven't given up hope, and that hope is keeping them alive, Cassie says as the movie comes to a close. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.